Right, what's going on guys, welcome back to another video. The day is finally here. We're doing the K04 conversion. Now if you guys are unfamiliar or you're new to the channel, this is my MK5 GTI project car. Essentially what K04 is, it's the turbo that comes on the Audi S3, Edition 30 and loads of other cars, Audi TTS, stuff like that. I'm going to be doing this over a course of a few videos, so we'll do like a little mini series within the series. So I think today we'll start with the removal of a lot of the parts, because of course we've got to get all the old bits off, and yeah, I want to fit the intercooler as well, so we're going to take the front panel off. What I'll do quickly, I'll just show you guys all the parts that go in the boot, and yeah, we'll head over to Coventry. Yeah, the Miltech definitely does smoke a lot more, or maybe the K03 is on its way out, who knows. Luckily we've got a turbo in the boot anyway. I think we'll turn that off because I'm going to get poisoned otherwise. So of course the K04 turbo, this is the turbo that comes on the Audi S3 and whatever I just mentioned. Now I've got this pipe that connects to the throttle body, all the clips and whatnot. Got Audi S3 injectors. We may potentially be fitting these as well. The reason for the maybe is because at Artec, when I take the car to get mapped, they're going to do it inlet and injector clean anyway, so because the mapping date's far away, I don't know whether we'll do that in this bit, but it definitely is needed if you're going to do a K04 swap. Also in here we've got a Mark 6R intercooler. Now I know this has got a plastic end, but it still is enough for my goals. Now it's probably in the tile already, but yeah, my goal is essentially 350 horsepower. K04 can do high 300s like 370, 380, but I'm not fussed to be honest. We do need the fuel pump internals though to go for stage 2 plus, which is what we're doing. So if you just map it with the standard fuel pump, you're probably going to get low 300s. Now of course you need an exhaust as well with the K04 conversion, or at least a decat, but I've already put mine on. This is a full Miltech turbo back, non-res, so that's already there. And yeah, we've got little bits like the RS4 valve and whatever. So yeah, what we'll do, let's head back in the car, head over to Cov, get in the car up on a ramp, and yeah, basically get started. Right, so we're here. Bit of deja vu. This Edition 30 from the last video is now running again. It was in the corner if you remember. BYD. I do need to sort out this misted taillight though. If you haven't noticed already, I've put on Edition 30 and R32 rear lights on the Mark 5 now. You look on the back of this, they're not misted, so you can see the difference, but they are the same taillights. I'm pretty sure those are genuine. I did check the part numbers and whatnot. But yeah, the back box on the Mark 5 definitely does look a lot better now. Better than the rusting mess that was on there before. This one's got a Miltech on it as well. But yeah, I mean, we're going to head inside in a bit. And yes, there's another Edition 30 in here. That's literally the man to visit if you got a Mark 5, trust me. Or any Golf, to be honest. There'll be a lot of craziness happening to this. Again, can't mention nothing, but this thing is mint, man. I'm trying to get a hold of one of them splitters for mine, but they're really rare. Much rarer than you think. This one's manual too, but it's just so clean. I mean, look at the seats. I've got the steering wheel as well. I was thinking of maybe putting one of these on mine. I mean, this is a Polo GTI steering wheel, but it's very similar to the Mark 6. Or pretty much the same design, to be fair. Yes, it does. Right, so the car's up on the ramp. We've conveyed it to a single take, so at least we can get going with this bit. Because the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take the front end off, because I'm going to put a Mark 6R intercooler on. Now if you look over here, got all the bits out. There's a K04 outlet pipe as well, DV relocate pipe. The diverter valve still on the car, but on the K03 it's on the turbo, so we're going to get that out probably tomorrow. Today we're just going to strip down the car. Mark 6R intercooler out the box. It's got the hoses with it. They're looking pretty good. Nick will probably reuse these because the ones on mine are probably quite old at this point. It is a good upgrade from the standard Mark 5 intercooler. Because this OEM thing is going to be sandwiched in the middle, there's not going to be a front mount, because you don't really need it for the power level I'm aiming for anyway. I'll do like a little time lapse, because yeah, you can look at guides to take a front end off. It isn't too difficult. Just a little disclaimer though, I am a beginner for all of this, so if you're following this video like exactly how I'm doing it, make sure you get some advice. It's like the first time I'm doing it anyway, so if you mess up your car, it's not me. So normally you will have an under tray on here, but my one is missing and a lot of the screws are missing, so we are going to sort that out eventually. But yeah, we did this a few videos ago, right at the start when we first got the car, because we had that massive cooler leak stroke explosion thing going on in the engine bay. So I replaced this with a Jubilee clip anyway, so it's a lot easier. If you've never touched this will be like a clip, but this is essentially a way to drain all the coolant. So once we do that, we'll get cracking with removing the front end and then doing the intercooler as well. Make sure you know, be careful with this, because you don't want cooler going in your face. Nearly experienced that before. You want to let the car cool down as well a bit. Nice and clear cooler, man. Second time with everything's just so much easier. If you remember that video I did like a few months ago, it took much longer to do. Of course it was like the first time and I didn't really know which pipe to pull off, but yeah, doing it now, it actually took like 5 minutes tops, everything included. But yeah, let's just get the car back down and we can get on with the removing the front end. Bumper off. We're going to take this crash bar thing off next, and then we've got access to the intercooler and the radiators and whatnot. So the intercooler is the one right in the middle. We have got access to this ramp thanks to Daz. Daz is busy breaking stuff in there. So yeah, we have got access to this for a few days, so we're going to leave the car up on whatever we can do today we'll do. Like I said, it'll be like a 2-3 part series. We're going to get all of that stuff done as well. But yeah, if you do like this project stuff, especially on the MK5 GTI, yeah, I've got a lot planned this year in terms of other projects I'm going to do. There's a couple of ideas I was speaking to Daz about as well. So there's a lot of exciting stuff to come. We're nearly at 60k subs, so yeah, make sure you do subscribe if you do watch regular. It helps a lot with the channel, so make sure you do thumbs up the video. But yeah, let's crack on. Nice battery cover. Whoa, look at that dust on that. Actually, hold on, I don't think this has been looked at since we bought the car. This is that original dirty engine bay had. If you guys remember when I first got the car, it was like a complete farm under here. It's quite a strong battery, to be fair, kind of working. Interestingly, it's got a Toyota battery in it. That even focuses. Toyota battery in the GTI. Maybe that's why it's working. It never sort of chokes on, it starts up straight away each time. Especially considering it's not a daily car. So, Toyota battery. Daz, why is there a Fiat in here, man? That looks like a Fiat to me.
That's a concept car.
Thought we only work on GTIs and edition 30s in here, man.
And the Fiat's when they're needed.
Right, so gonna take off the intercooler piping. There's these quick release clips. You can replace them for silicone if you want. So we've got these hoses off. If you can see, this is basically the outlet pipe for K03. So if you look, this is exactly the same as this one here. So that's the K04 one. It's slightly different. The attaches onto the turbo. But look at the state of this radiator though. The condition is just all like, yeah, it looks a bit mashed up. It's supposed to look like that up there. But high mileage, isn't it? Or high mileage. Let's continue. We'll separate this. I've got to get these off now. These 4 big 16 mils. So probably put some WD-40 something on there. You take these brackets off, and then also you remove the screws back there too. I don't know if this is even focusing, I'm holding the tripod. Very brown. So taking 3 of those 16 mils out on each side. It's all going to drop otherwise. There's obviously electrical connections, and yeah, you've got to undo the bonnet release. So there's various bits to do. You got to check a lot of that stuff for yourself, because if you put it all in, it's just going to take ages. Alright, so carrying on from yesterday, we got most of these bolts and screws off, so it's just being hung on by these two, well, one 16 mil on each side. But because we're doing the K04 conversion, we want to reroute the diverter valve from, of course, here down to the throttle body pipe. On the K03, the diverter valve's down there, so because we've got to change this as well as doing the intercooler, might as well do it all in one go. So this is the pipe we're going to put on. You see here, it's a bit dusty, but that little silicone bend thing there, that's going to attach straight onto there. So if you can see, it looks like this. The only difference is this has got this bit here where you put the diverter valve in, so it sits like here, and you have that hose coming from here. You edition 30 guys will recognize it anyway. So when we pull this forward, we might as well do this as well. So you got a few different bolts here, like this one here. Quite simple, comes off easy, nothing too hard. There's one underneath as well, T30, which is just there, so you get that one off as well. I'm gonna lift the car up in a second, but yeah, I'm just gonna get this one off so it loosens that up. Hope this is even in focus. And then yeah, we'll get this sort of Jubilee clip off as well and pull that hose off. And then yeah, we'll pull the whole thing forward, put the intercooler on, and yeah, just carry on basically. Right, so the front panel's off, we've got it here, just balanced it down there. So you can leave the headlights attached. There are some guides that say you have to take them off. You don't, you just take the whole front panel off, and there. Nothing on the front end, obviously the bumper and all that's separate, but yeah, here's a rad pack here, here's the intercooler in the middle. So what you're going to do, there's some Torx screws here, there's one on the side as well, because you've got to separate it from the aircon one. And also this fan here as well, so when you slide it out, and because this is an OEM intercooler, it should go straight in. Right, so the intercooler's out. I'm going to show you guys the difference between the 6R1 and the standard MK5 GTI and Edition 31. They're both the same. Like I said earlier in the video, there is some confusion about the plastic ends, because they say that okay, you have to have the aluminium end one on the S38P. From what I've been told, the Mark 6R Golf R and the later S3s have this one. So if you look at it directly side by side, it might be hard to tell on video, but there is a slight difference in thickness. That can even, if you can even see that there, is a bit more of depth to it. So this should fit in nice OEM fitment, and also I'll make a nice upgrade from this, because if you look at the state of this, it's got all this crap in there. So yeah, you could clean it off, but definitely make the car breathe a bit nicely. Just look at that. Yeah, that's nearly 200,000 miles for you. But before I put that on, we're going to get some of the other pipe work done, because of course we're not just doing an intercooler, we've got these pipes to deal with. Alright, so this is finally, ignore these pipes at the end because they're just going to go onto the intercooler. I got one there, just looking at the main middle bit here, so ignore that. So from here to there, the main difference is this is a DV relocate pipe. This is the one that just came off, so it hasn't got anything there, it's just plain. So you're going to recirc into there, but you also, this one's got a 3-bar map sensor on it. It's got a part number there, so we're going to put that on here. I mean, look at the state of the car now. Front end's fully off, but yeah, we're going to put this on here into there, of course. Right, so we've managed to get it sandwiched in between. But now you just got to essentially repeat what we did at the start, and put all the Torx screws in. Mine all in that box at the bottom, but it's a bit fiddly, but you have to get it in from the bottom, or you could take the whole thing off, but we want to leave the AC lines on. They're quite rigid, but yeah, transfer these on as well from the old intercooler, and yeah, you're good. Alright, so the intercooler's all in. What we're going to do now, we're going to put the front panel back on. Alright, so the front panel's on. We're going to end the video here, because we're going to do the rest of it on Monday, like the outlet pipe and K04 as well. And then we'll take the exhaust stuff and all the remaining bits. Simple stuff like the intake takes 2 seconds anyway. That just depends on what setup you've got. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this first part of the K04 installation thing. We're finally doing it. The next video will be up like within a day or two of this, so it won't be like dragged out. And yeah, come see Daz if you want to get any work done. As you can see, plenty of MK5s everywhere. But yeah, drop a thumbs up on the video if you did enjoy it. And yeah, just subscribe for a lot more content to come, and I'll see you in the next one.